This man threw his first dice, and unbelievably, he rolled the highest possible combination, of 456. Just moments earlier, Kaiji had been tricked by his class leader, who manipulated him into spending his savings from 6 months of hard work, leaving him with only 400 yuan. As Kaiji regretted his decision, the class leader approached him and offered to advance his next month's salary. However, the catch was a 30% interest on the advance. But if Kaiji could beat the class leader in a dice game, the interest would be waived. Being the gambler he was, Kaiji eagerly agreed to the challenge. The rules of the game were simple. There were 3 dice, and each player could roll up to 3 times. The dealer would roll first, and then the players would take their turns in order. The winner would be the one with the highest score. The scoring worked like this: if 2 of the dice had the same number, the third die would determine the score, with 1 being the lowest and 6 being the highest. If all 3 dice were different, there was no score. If someone rolled a 456, they won double the bet, but if they rolled 123, they would lose double to the dealer. Rolling 3 of the same number would win 3 times the bet. When it was Kaiji's turn to bet, no one expected him to wager only 100 yuan. To everyone's surprise, the class leader rolled a 5 on the first throw, immediately putting pressure on the others. When the dice passed to Kaiji, he casually threw them and, to everyone's shock, rolled a 456. He could win double the money, but his bet was only 100 yuan. However, Kaiji wasn't bothered. He knew that once he became the dealer, winning would be easy. But as the game went on, Kaiji's luck was up and down, and with every 100 yuan bet, it seemed harder to win than to lose. So, he decided to go big. When it was his turn to be the dealer, instead of rolling the dice himself, Kaiji handed the position off to a teammate. The other players, as usual, bet 100 yuan each, but Kaiji threw down 3,000 yuan. His teammate was furious, but before he could say anything, Kaiji yelled at him to throw the dice. Seeing this, Kaiji's teammate had no choice but to roll the dice. To everyone's surprise, he landed the smallest possible number, a 1. As the other players started winning, it was Kaiji's turn. He expected an easy win, but to his surprise, he rolled no score. He tried again, and once more, there was no score. Kaiji froze. He could only hope for his final throw. But to everyone's astonishment, he rolled a 123, meaning he would lose double his bet. Enraged, Kaiji angrily tossed his money on the floor. Just when everyone thought the game was over, Kaiji suddenly pulled out his remaining money and tossed it onto the table. "I'm taking over as the dealer," he declared.